Hi there, glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. I'm Denise Plant. Okay, horror and suspense fans, we have a new flick for you to check out. It's called Apartment 212, and it has won a lot of awards on the film festival circuit. And it's premiering tonight at the SIE Film Center. Take a look at the movie.
I mean, could it be some kind of rash? Then no.
Hi.
I mean, I doubt it. I can tell you've been scratching at them.
Claudette, this is our new tenant.
Oh yeah, McFarland, 212?
Actually, it's Conrad now.
We both know you're gonna come crawling back sooner or later.
There was a pretty bad situation with my next-door neighbor recently. There's a pretty good chance that she had bed bugs.
These are definitely not from any bed bugs.
I did a 16-point inspection, didn't find so much as a dead spider.
I mean, they're just too big.
I'm not on drugs.
It ain't none of my business.
With me today is the film director's Denver own Haylar Garcia. Good to have you on the show. That looks so scary.
Yeah, we're hoping it's pretty scary.
My gosh.
Good feedback.
Your film has a strong protagonist, a female protagonist.
Yeah.
So talk about that and how it came up in this current cultural climate.
Well, I mean, you know, I think fiction often mirrors, you know, reality. So,
Right.
and all good film, but horror film and genre film specifically always seem to mirror good social horrors as well. So whenever we write something, we want to sort of input what we perceive as social horror and cultural horror into these things, so we learn something, you know. So it's not just about being scared and having fun. It's also
relatable.
about, taking something away from it.
Why did you decide to film here in Colorado?
Because I'm a native, for one, and Colorado is awesome.
Yes.
And you know, we have a lot of great talent here. People don't really think of Colorado as a film state. We have a lot of great talented people here, from actors, producers, directors, and all that. And plus, we have a pretty good film incentive. It helps us keep our stuff here.
Yeah, talk about that. I understand there's a Colorado Film Incentive. What does that mean?
There is. You know, there's an incentive, which, you know, it technically is an incentive because it incentivizes people to bring film here and spend money here. But really, it's more like a rebate. Currently, I believe it's 20%. So if people bring movies here, or if we film movies here, you apply to the film office, and they earmark some money for you, and you get a rebate back, provided you spend a bunch of money. So
gotcha.
It's kind of a win-win. It helps filmmakers, but more than anything, it really puts money into the Colorado economy.
Gosh, and with, you know, our beautiful mountains here and just the scenery, I don't see why there's not more films being done here.
Yeah, it mainly has to do with just the amount of film incentive money. If we, you know, vote film.
Film.
Yeah.
Who are the stars of the film?
Penelope Mitchell from Vampire Diaries, Kyle Gass from Tenacious D, one half of Tenacious D, and also Chris Johnson, who's now on the Orville. We're pretty happy. He's a really awesome actor, and of course Sally Kirkland, who's another generation of actor.
Yes.
But I got a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination.
What
was
was that like, bringing seasoned LA actors here to Colorado?
It was interesting. It was cool. That we, you know, logistically, obviously, there's always some things going on, bringing people in, keeping them for this many days and that. But more than anything, I found that they really enjoyed it, and it was cool because we were able to bring like high-level LA actors in to interact with our local actors, which was really interesting to see and watch our actors sort of rise to the occasion and be great.
Well, like you said, there's so much talent here in Colorado, and they choose to live here. They don't want to go out to LA because of the environment. So let's say some of our audience members, they want to support this film and support local art and film. How do they do that? What's the best way?
Well, there's two ways. One, tonight we're opening theatrical, which is kind of a cool thing for a movie of our size. So we did 10 cities theatrical around the country. We're opening tonight at the SIE Film Center downtown.
Yeah.
And so we'll be there around 7 o'clock for that showing, so anybody who wants to come out can do that. But it's also simultaneously going out VOD, Amazon, iTunes, everywhere. And so we're really pushing iTunes because that helps our placement. So if you're an iTunes buyer and that's the way you consume
I'm going to do it.
Please do. Check it out on iTunes.
We can buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it.
That's wonderful. I'm going to do that tonight and watch it.
I checked this morning, too. I think this morning it came out on Comcast.
Good for you right there, Knuckles.
We're happy.
Phew. Awesome. That's awesome. And how does it feel? I mean, there's a 10-city run. What does that mean in the film world? That's huge, right?
It's cool because films of our budget level, and often films that come out of Colorado, you know, will achieve distribution in some sense or another. But theatrical is kind of an elusive beast to chase down. It's hard to get. It's a whole other level. So it's huge for us. We're very happy. Hopefully, it will benefit not only us but the Colorado film community in showing that we can compete on the national market and get out there and do some stuff.
How did Apartment 212 compete with the film fest circuit?
It did really well in the film festival circuit. You're never really sure because horror audiences, although they're voracious in the way they consume, they're also very.
Could it be some kind of rash? Then no.
Hi.
I mean, I doubt it. I can tell you've been scratching at them.
Claudette, this is our new tenant.
Oh yeah, McFarland, 212?
Actually, it's Conrad now.
We both know you're gonna come crawling back sooner or later.
There was a pretty bad situation.
So good. Hey, what do you want people to take away from this scary movie?
Well, like we talked earlier about the protagonist, the biggest
Yeah.
thing for me is this movie's about facing your demons. So even though this does have a lot to do with female empowerment on the surface for what this film's about, I think it appeals to a wider audience about the things that sort of gnaw at us, the things that eat at us and we don't face. So if anything, I would hope people would leave the film saying, what is it that I need to conquer so that I can, get to where I want to be. And
I
not be
cannot
held back.
wait to watch it, especially since it was filmed here. I'll see a lot of areas that I'm familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you won a lot of awards.
We did well. We're pretty happy about that.
Mention
Yeah.
a few.
We won Best Picture in LA for Shriekfest, which is a pretty competitive festival. I think we won 2 special effects awards for Entropy, the company that did our special effects. They were great. We won a Best Director award somewhere, I think. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, listen, if you need a mom, middle-aged, to have 2 teens.
I'm writing it right
I'm
now.
right there,
I'm
all
writing
right? The premiere of Apartment 212 happens tonight at the SIE Film Center at 7 p.m., and it's showing there for a limited engagement. You can own the movie by pre-ordering today on iTunes. Do it. I'm going to do it tonight. It'll be fun.